Kia ora and welcome. We're your hosts. I'm Destiny,
And I'm Kat, and you're listening to the Comfort Zone with a K podcast.
the show where we try to increase our zone by talking about everything and anything.
This show is for people who just want to kill some time or just like to listening to random conversation.
Or you don't mind a lot of laughing.
Maybe you can relate, maybe not. I don't know.
Welcome or welcome back to our podcast. And we're back again with more random stuff that we felt like talking about.
So, Dia and I started talking, and she told me something very interesting.
Yep, it came up with Kat's whole story about Tanya the mannequin. If you haven't heard about her yet, go back and check out our podcast about camping. Um, yeah. So anyway, Kat mentioned her, and all I could think about after that was the fact that she was a doll. Um, yep. For those that don't know, I really do not like dolls. They give me the creeps. Um, so I thought it would be fun to talk about fears
Yay, fears.
or irrational fears.
Oh no, okay. What triggered you? Oh, wait, anyway, she's a mannequin. All right, she's a headless mannequin. So
Um,
what triggered your fear of dolls?
what trigger? Okay, so I think it has something to do with when when you're young and you hang out with your friends. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well, I used to hang out with my cousins a lot, and one thing we loved to do was tell ghost stories.
Of course you do. Yeah.
But my cousins were far better at it than I was because I was a little innocent little thing. Um, yes. Anyway, one of my cousins decided it would be fun to tell us a story about a porcelain doll.
Oh yeah.
So I already found them kind of creepy just because porcelain dolls, their faces
Too
just
perfect.
look. Um, okay, yep, that's a word.
You don't want to come to my place, dude.
just don't direct me away from them. No. Uh, yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. So anyway, my cousin told me this story about this porcelain doll that this family kind of had, and then I'm not
Mm,
going to tell the full story because it's a long story. But anyway,
yeah.
the gist of it is basically just because this family had this doll, they all died. Um,
Okay.
yep. And then as I got older, you learn more stuff, you learn more random shit. And one of the
Yeah.
things I learned was that a lot of the old school porcelain dolls, the hair that they used on them were real human hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Definitely.
yeah, and so even just talking about it right now, my stomach's
I,
in knots. Like,
sorry. Great. Well, do
yes.
you remember? I think we were talking about um something. Oh, I think there was one of the discussions that we had. We haven't recorded yet, where
Hmm.
when they marry, um when they're about to marry someone and that someone died, and then they will convert that hair into a doll or something like that. We were talking about
Oh
it,
yes,
but it's something
yes.
that we probably need to, yeah, tell
We
people about
will
it
we
later.
will unpack that one later.
But it's interesting. A few of not my dolls, but we did had a few dolls back in the Philippines, and one of my friend's dolls was like that. It was made out of a human hair. I think it was her auntie's hair that passed away.
Oh
So
wow.
they, yeah, so to keep her presence, they had to grab her, like cut her hair, put it in a doll, and it was passed on, all that stuff to
Yep.
nephews and nieces and stuff.
Yep.
Fun.
Yep.
So
Did you know
what kind
there's
of,
this special name for people
yeah,
who ask? So I had to reread this twice when I did the research. So
yeah.
just oh yeah. Anyway, so the fear where you're scared of dolls is called pediophobia.
Okay, I do understand now when you say I read this so many times.
I had to reread it. It's
Oh
it's
no,
a
I was
fear
thinking
of,
about pedophobia.
yeah, a fear of children.
I don't know.
That would be screwed up in my case. It's bad enough that I'm scared of dolls. Do you know how hard it was working in an early childhood centre?
Yeah.
You're a teacher working with little kids.
Mhm.
Most centres have a family corner.
Oh
What do
really?
they have? Yep, yep, yep. Where they have like little play kitchens with the
Yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
high chairs and everything,
Yeah.
and baby dolls.
That would have been very interesting for you.
Dolls and stuff. So I would sit back and supervise and tell them, oh, yeah, just put the arm through that bit. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that real that wow, okay.
You know,
That's
it's really
real.
bad. Yeah, it's real bad.
Oh, that's that bad. I mean, I
It's
thought I
real.
was scared of no, I can't, I think I'm no. My fear is completely stupid. So, let's not talk about my fear.
We will be because, we're talking about mine and mine's a bit like WTF.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
very interesting because I do you know, a lot of movies would have had those dolls, and that would be a start of your fear of dolls because it might happen to you, you know. And I'm guessing that's something almost similar as well.
yeah, I still haven't watched Annabelle. I love horror movies, but I still can't sit through
I
Annabelle.
have not
But
seen
I
it.
can handle Chucky. That's the thing that screws with my head. It's I can handle Chucky.
Chucky isn't really scary though.
No.
I mean, I guess because Chucky looks more rugged than
Well, so
a
does
porcelain
Annabelle.
doll. I don't really. Oh, you're right.
But
I don't know.
I think because I suppose it's because Chucky is um one of those plasticky kind of dolls that looks like a cartoon.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably it because it looks like a cartoon, whereas a
Yeah,
porcelain doll looks like an actual
they're
little
designed
girl.
to look like a little girl. And
I think they're really pretty. Sorry, I think they're really pretty, and they've got like this perfect face. Like I told you, my auntie's got the porcelain face, so I
mm,
think she's like a porcelain doll. But yeah, I've got four at my house, five soon, incoming. But when you come to our place, don't worry, I'll make sure that they're hiding ish.
okay, thank you. Just
But they are
I'll
very
just make sure. Be like, don't go there.
yeah. No, I think they're perfect little girls. Woo! But sorry,
Yeah.
um, they like the whole hair, the eyelashes. It's just yeah. Sorry, I love them. So
No, I think for me it is more the fact that um it is the whole real
mm,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Fair enough.
Barbie dolls, it's synthetic and
Yeah,
porcelain, especially like the Chinese
eyes.
porcelain dolls
Yeah, yeah,
as
and the
well. Like,
eyes.
oh yeah.
Yeah, the eyes looks real.
Oh, don't even get me
And
started on the ones that can blink.
oh, really? Oh
Mm-hmm.
no. Oh no, but that's how they go to sleep. And then they
That
open
is,
their eyes.
yep, and then their nails are longer.
And then they float. I'm so sorry. Okay, your face is just so funny. Okay, cool. So what are the other phobias that you can think of?
That I can think of.
That you want to discuss about today?
Oh, okay. So, in my little researches that I did.
Okay.
So there's a few different categories of
Hmm.
phobias, especially ones that could be considered irrational, as in ones that it's kind of there's that stigma where
Okay.
people you think that they are silly to be scared
Oh,
of,
okay.
sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like my
I
thing
guess.
with dolls, I know for a fact that like it's silly because you know what are they gonna do? It's a doll, you can drop kick it. Do
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I
you
was
know what
gonna
I
ask you is why is it called irrational fears, and would this offend a lot of people, kind of
Well,
thing.
I think it's called irrational fears because you know it's a fear of something that you could have some control over and
Yeah.
it's not
Okay.
actually out to hurt you.
Right.
Um and it's normally triggered by like something like social not social media, but media like movies
Okay.
and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like Annabelle for me. I can't watch
Yeah.
Annabelle.
Fair
Um
enough.
and I think for some people it could offend them, especially if you say it's irrational because it's such. There's a lot of connotations or meanings attached to it.
Irrational is definitely a big word that you should not be telling people, kind of thing.
No,
You know, nowadays you can't. You go, that's irrational. Nah.
yeah, I
Anyway.
think when you start getting to a point where you're actually accepting it, like for me,
Yeah.
for example, I know my fear is irrational.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
I know that there should be no real reason why I
Yeah.
should
Mm,
be scared of dolls. I just
mm.
am.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, which is not, which is fine.
yeah, and you know
So
it. I understand that it's irrational. It still doesn't change the fact that they give me
yeah,
the heebie-jeebies.
exactly. I mean, if it scares you, it scares you. If it's
Yeah,
your fear, it's your fear.
yeah,
So tell
exactly.
me about these irrational fears.
Okay, so a big one
Mm-hmm.
um, is social phobia. So this is generally with people who have anxiety, social anxiety.
Mm.
I'm one of these
Yeah.
people too, believe it or not. So it's basically social phobias is just having a fear of being out amongst people, or
Yeah, fair enough.
there's different levels to it, especially. So personally, with the social phobia, it's if I'm out among people for too long.
Mm.
I'm worried about like being emotionally drained because
Right. Okay.
I'm an empath too, so that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's
Um,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So social phobia uh, is anxiety triggered mostly.
Mm.
So I've got here that the symptoms may extend to psychosomatic manifestation of physical problems.
Mm.
So
Mm.
there are some people who can actually um, trigger like stomach aches or headaches
Yeah.
when they're out amongst people and they don't want to be. It's a subconscious thing that happens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, like for me, it's this is getting really personal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unraveling little
um,
destiny.
yeah, no. Yes, but we are, aren't we? Yeah. So for me, it's like your heart races
Mm.
kind of thing,
Yeah.
and you know get the shakes. It depends on the situation as well.
Mm.
You have good days, you have bad days. And then there is specific phobias.
Yeah.
So my pediophobia is a
Okay.
specific
Yeah.
phobia. You've also
It's
got like
still it's funny. Sorry. Sorry.
no, you're
It's
fine.
just every time you say it, I always think pedophobia. I was
Mm. Yep, that's why I'm putting emphasis on the E.
like, why? Pedio.
Pedio. Pedio.
Pediophobia. Pedio.
Yep, so these specific phobias can be things like scared of spiders, flying,
Mm.
heights, birds. Um, yeah, so those are specific phobias. So that's the other category.
Yeah.
And then you have agoraphobia, which is basically a fear of leaving the house or your safe
Oh,
space.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
yeah.
That's really
So.
interesting. I don't know if I'm not social phobia
Mhm.
because I do talk to a lot of people. The only thing is I get nervous.
Mm.
Believe it or not, even if people would see me like, man, she's so what do you call this? Like confident with things, right? I'm not. when I'm nervous around people, I start talking and talking and talking more. So that's not fear. It's just more I'm nervous about them.
Yeah, we've
Um,
talked about this before too, eh?
yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Phobia, a specific phobia. I used to be, I used to have fear of heights. Um, that's weird because I used to be when I go like for example to Sky Tower or anything
Mhm.
high, I can't look down. I start having the rumble in my stomach. But nowadays, I can literally go and have a look. I don't know how it goes away, so which is very interesting, to be
Mm.
honest. Agoraphobia. I don't think I like leaving the house if I can. So
Yeah, I'm more of a homebody myself.
yeah, I like socializing, but at the same time, I don't.
Yeah.
It's my mind is so confused.
Yeah, yeah.
Although funny enough, um, I do have a fear of tall people.
Tall people.
Yeah. Well, I get very not intimidated, but just scared once a tall person look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's funny though, because I'm small, so everyone I know is tall.
That's what I'm
So
thinking. I'm thinking like, because Cam's well over 6 foot.
yeah, everyone that starts around about 6 6 foot, like 5'10", starting from 5'10" maybe. As soon as I start looking up, I start getting nervous. I won't show them that I'm scared of them, but I do have that fear of
Mm.
when they look at me, like they look down on me.
So,
That's
what
just like,
exactly are you scared of with tall people?
um, I don't know because maybe they can just punch me really easily or kick me really easily. I don't know because I don't know. I'm tiny.
But honey, you're at the perfect height just to front jab and they'll crumble.
Well, not all. You've got girls as well that are high, like really tall.
Yes.
So, but it's the perfect height as well for me to lean on them when I give them a hug. Don't ask me which part of it, but I like hugging tall girls. But um, but yeah, I do have some kind of fear, but not that big.
Mm.
Some kind of fear that when they look down on me, I feel really well. I'm already small and tiny. I feel more smaller, if you know what I mean, and I
Right.
get really nervous. And especially some of Chris's mates are really tough and rough, and so they can tell me off, and I'll be like, "Mommy,"
Is it
but
sort of like an authority kind of thing?
maybe I don't know. I really don't know, but I really don't know. Sometimes I'll try and brush it off, but after I'll go to the toilet and start like hyperventilating. It's like,
Wow.
it's like- yeah, it's like calm down, and go back
Jeez.
out again. Yeah,
That's
but I don't show
that's
people.
interesting.
Oh no, now that's the something that everyone would know now. um, any other irrational fears that you can think of?
I do have an interesting one.
Yeah.
So there are people out there who are afraid of coins.
What?
Yep, but it's not
Really?
actually. Yeah, it's not like a scary coin. It's more scared, or not scared, but like don't want to touch them.
Oh, is it because it's dirty?
Oh, some of them it's because it's dirty. Some of them it's because of the smell. Some it's just they cannot touch coins.
Or maybe the material as well, or they get allergic to it? Why?
It's,
I mean,
it's just how most of the things is that they it disgusts them.
oh, that's really interesting. That's
Yeah,
very interesting.
and it is called coprolaminaphobia.
Sorry, what?
Coprolaminaphobia. I'll put the
Okay.
spelling up here. So that's
Okay.
an interesting
That's
ir-
very interesting.
irrational fear. I'm going to keep doing irrational in quotations because we don't think
That's
it's
very.
irrational. They're just fears.
I mean, it is fears. When you're
Mm.
scared of them, two. This is a really interesting thing. This is a very interesting discussion. All I wanted to know is there a way that you can actually fix it,
But
or do
you
you
mean
have to talk?
overcome them?
You overcome them?
I think it depends on the fear. To
Yeah.
be honest, like as you say with you with your height thing, you just woke up one day and you were fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I was the same with heights. I hated them, but
Yeah.
I fell out of a window when I was like 2. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
um
Yeah.
but yeah, it was just one day I just decided, you know what, I'm going to have a look. Hey, look, it's pretty over there. It's fine. But I
Yeah.
think it's more of a fear of falling with the height thing. But yeah, um I think it depends on the fear and how
Right.
intense the fear is. I
Mm.
have tried with the doll thing to kind of be okay with them.
Mm.
I am at a point where I can be around them, but I won't get too close. I still cannot
Right.
touch
Okay.
them.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Um,
That's very interesting.
yeah, I'm fine with them being in other people's places, and I'm there. But yeah.
Okay. That's really cool. Um, do you have any? Because I know you really like your top five stuff. What is your What are your top five this week?
This week, the top
Mhm.
fives are so, as according to the recoveryvillage.com,
Mm.
the top 6 strangest fears.
Oh, top six. We're doing
Top
top six.
6, yes.
Ooh,
So now these, forgive my pronunciation of half of these things. My Latin or whatever is not very good. I'm gonna give it a go though.
go.
Um, so we've got arac, a butyrophobia,
What?
arachibutyrophobia, which is fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, oh,
I will put the spelling up here and I will share it in our blog for this one. Um, yeah, I had to go with the ones with the really hard pronunciations. So,
the fear of peanut butter sticking to the
sticking
top
to
of.
the roof of your mouth.
Actually, you know what? You know what? When peanut butter stick on the roof of your mouth, it's very annoying. It's very annoying to come out, and you go like, like trying to get out.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, okay, I get that. I get that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. This one, nomophobia, is fear of being without your mobile phone.
Oh, I will do that for Chris. I think
I
that's
think,
Chris's fear.
I honestly think it is most people from our generation down.
Yeah. I
I'm
will
I
definitely. That's
I'm
Chris's phobia.
I will say that I am that. I mean, I have it right here.
Oh, really? I do have it beside me because we Google things sometimes. But
Yes, this is true.
um,
This is very true. But yes, no, I actually go into a slight panic if I cannot find my phone.
oh really? Oh wow.
Yeah,
There are actually times that I can go without my phone because I'm busy with my garden and other bits and
that's
pieces.
cool. That's cool. I wish I didn't have to, like, that
Yeah.
attachment to my phone.
Yeah. And plus,
Mm.
because I work in IT, so technology for me is
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's
Next,
understandable. Next, number 3 is arithmophobia, which is the fear of numbers.
yes. Okay. Okay. I mean,
Remember, these are the strangest fears.
that's
Um,
really strange. Fear of numbers. I mean, I get it, but at the same time,
you cannot avoid it.
you can't. What's the time? Ah, number. Sorry, I am sorry. I should not be doing that. But yeah, that's really weird. That's really strange.
I
I
kind of
mean,
want to
yeah,
know if there's anybody out there that has this fear, because I would like to know what exactly with the numbers is
Yeah.
actually a fear. At number 4 is plutophobia.
Are you scared of Pluto?
No, this one's fear of money.
How could you fuck it? How could you? How would I mean? You know what? I get it. I get that one. You know
I
why?
don't like money. I don't like it at all. It's not about the having it, it's about not being able to get it.
I
And we
think
need
as
it
well
for
as
everything.
I fear the fear of money because money can do things to you.
Mm.
Money can, like they say, you can buy all things with money, right?
Yep.
But money can destroy you a lot. So I
Oh, yeah.
kind of get that. But I don't know why they called it Pluto phobia. Thought you were scared of Pluto.
I think Pluto is a Latin name for money.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay, next one.
Xenophobia,
Mm,
the fear of
what's
the
that one?
color yellow.
You can't go to McDonald's, Dean.
No. Bananas.
I mean, yellow is definitely a attracting color.
Wait, isn't it the color of happy?
Yeah, but
Like
maybe
joy?
maybe it makes them. I don't know. Maybe they don't like that. Maybe they don't like. They're scared of being happy, or they probably got traumatized with someone wearing yellow. I don't know. So
It's a very interesting one, don't you think?
it's fear of the color yellow. That's very interesting. That is
Yeah,
definitely interesting. Is
it's
there like
very
other
different.
fear of color?
Oh, um, hang on.
Maybe
Google.
we can just we can research this.
Yes, I think so. Do you know what? We could actually keep. We can do a series of
Yeah,
irrational fears or
yeah, we
phobias.
can.
We could do a series of phobias. Um, the last one
Yep,
is ablutophobia, which is
yep.
fear of bathing.
Like having a shower, like just in the
Yeah,
water. So you're
I
like a
think
cat.
I think just cleaning, just hygiene.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, you can drown. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I mean, that's cats don't like having a shower. No, not all cats, because I've seen cats that goes in the water.
I yeah, and isn't there like a breed of cat that you have to bathe
Yeah.
because of their skin? I think
Oh,
it's those
the
ones that are furless.
yeah. You actually have to use a specific wet wipes, and you wipe them every time, because they're oily. So all the dust,
Oh,
yeah, all the dust actually gets into their body, so you have to wipe them. I've actually researched it because they get really oily. I like cats. Anyway,
anyway,
but fear of bathing, that is definitely interesting. That's I am more in. You know what we can do is we can find more of these strangest fears, and we can put it on the blog, and you guys can, and if you know anything, you guys can share it with us. If you have a really strange fear, we don't judge. It's just very interesting. And yeah, so I guess that's all we have for this week. Be sure to check our website, and yeah.
if you enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our episodes. Come back next week for another one.
Yay! Bye.
Bye.
I have a fear of this ending.
Watch me, caught up in the light, I'm falling. Tripping to the night, I'm all in. Drifting in your tide, we're flawless. I didn't have to think about it all night. Really took it cause you're not surrounded. This feeling is swift like a river running through you. And make me go. Oh, 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 oh. Sunrise, perfect on your face, talking all night, memorizing ways you feel right, fit into place so dreamlike. Didn't have to think about it anymore. How I take a days and nights and go. This feeling is swift like a river running to you. You make me go on.